Welcome to the presentation of the research The Experience of People with Visual Disabilities, Accessibility and Inclusion in the Museu da Geodiversidade, UFRJ, and Casa da Descoberta, UF. The main objective of the research is to analyze the experience of people with visual disabilities and how three types of accessibility occurs: physical, attitudinal, and communicational, in addition to the possible barriers found in museums. As a methodological tool, the research is characterized as a public and qualitative study. The research audience is people with visual impairment, adults with schooling between elementary school and graduate school. The snowball method was used to invite people, who were divided into groups. The first called engaged visitors, EVs, and the second called less engaged visitors, LAVs. To collect the data, individual and group semi-structured interviews were conducted. For the visits, we use the subjective camera or point-of-view camera, where a GoPro camera is placed on the participant's head and the entire visit is recorded. For the analysis of the videos, the Deduce software was used. The code lists physical aspects of the place, the objects of the exhibitions, actions aiming at eliminating prejudice and institutional aspects, equipment that facilitated the communication of content, information on how the space works and barriers. The results of codes applied to the videos in a quantitative perspective, we obtained 449 codes applied in 5 hours and 31 minutes of recording, being 278 codes destined to the group of engaged visitors and 171 codes destined to the group of less engaged visitors. About the types of accessibility, attitudinal accessibility was the most marked, followed by physical and communicational accessibility. Barriers had 47 codes. Talking about the physical accessibility, the Museu da Geodiversidade has 3 ramps, photo 1, between the rooms with steps. At Casa da Descoberta, all experiments are on cubes of the same height, photo 2. About the objects, highlighted as a good strategy by the two groups, the globe representing the beginning of the formation of planet Earth, photo 3, made it possible for the groups to explore and interpret the object, making their considerations as being a meteor, the moon, or the planet Earth. In Casa da Descoberta, Newton's cradle, photo 4, was another positive experience, since besides the touch, the experiment explores other senses, such as hearing. About the attitudinal accessibility, we highlight example 1, when mediator describes the exhibition room of the Museu da Geodiversidade, and example 2, when the mediator of Casa Descoberta introduced herself to the group, making a description of herself. In example 3, we have engaged visitor 1 asking about the museum's accessibility strategies, and in example 4, the same visitor asking about the preparation of the staff. About the communicational accessibility, in example 5, the engaged visitor 1 questioning about the museum website and if the website will be accessible. In example 6, the space coordinator appreciates the group visit and provides information about the museum service. Museu da Geodiversidade has objects, photo 5 and 6, that helps in the representation the content of the exhibition that are more visual. They also have subtitles in Braille, photo 7, present models, photo 8, and has a panel with other resources, photo 9. In the Casa da Descoberta, a fully visual experiment, photo 10, was adapted for people with visual disabilities to participate in the same way as other visitors. Talking about the barriers, in examples 7 and 8, both groups talking about the difficulty of getting around throughout the exhibition, highlighting the need to be guided by mediators. In example 9, engaged visitors highlight the difficulty of visual impaired people in accessing the Casa da Descoberta. In example 10, visitors talk about constant changes in the museum staff, which make the owner's work not solidify. Visitor gives suggestions how to create a document that belongs to museums and can be consulted.